A very good evening and welcome to State of Business, our television's primetime business news bulletin. I'm Adusha Tavapalakumar. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Executive Editor of CNN Travel, Brekkie Fletcher visits Sri Lanka. And Prime Minister states that per capita in Asia is increasing. Now the story is in detail. Speaking to our television during her first visit to Sri Lanka, Executive Editor of CNN Travel, Brekkie Fletcher highlighted the importance of Sri Lanka as a tourist destination. Brekkie Fletcher noted that Sri Lanka is growing as a favoured travel location and that one needs to visit Sri Lanka to truly understand the variety that is on offer to tourists.
I feel like it's a privilege. I had very little in my preconceived notions about Sri Lanka before I came. I did some research, obviously, but more than anything, I was pleased to discover that you really can't know a place until you've been there. And when I landed in Hambantota, I was immediately just overwhelmed with the natural beauty of this place. I mean, I think it's getting more people to know about Sri Lanka as a destination that has more than, just beautiful beaches. I think from my perspective, at least in the American market, that's sort of the overarching thing is like, oh, you have an amazing beach holiday and, relax and cut off. And in Sri Lanka, it's just so much more than that. And I think that the only way to find that out is to come here and spend some time in the Cultural Triangle, to connect with the history of this place and understand it in a historical context and recognize that, there are echoes of the past in every corner. And what's happening here now as Sri Lanka grows as a tourist destination is an opportunity for tourist visitors to feel something that's unspoiled and that's emerging, even though it's so old and has so much history. For many travelers, it's going to be a new experience, and they're going to get so much out of it. I will be eternally grateful for the chance that I've got to come here, and I truly need to get back. I know that's the thing I think I'll bring back and hopefully share with our readers, is that this country is worth a second visit.
Speaking further, Executive Editor of CNN Travel, Brekkie Fletcher highlighted the role that CNN Travel plays in encouraging people from around the globe to visit places such as Sri Lanka.
I think what we have to do is as journalists, as editors, is provide our users with access and using our words and using images and using video, which is a huge priority for CNN Travel this year, getting people to know places through people. And it was the international language of happiness, of smiling, of looking somebody in the eye, which we, as a digital editor, I know we don't get a lot of that like one-to-one, but my job is using that platform, the CNN Travel platform, to encourage people to get out there and see these people that they, would consider foreigners as other human beings. They are just like you and we're all the same. I can't tell you how privileged I feel to have been able to come here and see this beautiful country and plan my next trip. This Asia-Pacific region is a huge priority for us because there's so many, not only people who want to visit here into this, this large region, but people who are from this region who want to travel within the region, and people from the region who want to get the heck out of the region and come to the United States or go to South America. So our job is to be mindful that travelers are from everywhere, and that our audience are globally curious. They are aware that they are part of a big, beautiful world, and they're smart and curious, and they want to know as much as they can, and they want to have experiences that are delightful.
The second edition of the Future of Tourism Summit, organized by the Cinnamon Hotels and Resorts, was held in Colombo today. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was the chief guest at the occasion. This year, the summit was held under the theme Technology, Innovation and Authenticity. Speaking at the summit, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe expressed his view on the current state of both the economy and tourism of Sri Lanka.
the per capita income is increasing in all the Asian countries. So this is more than the total population of Europe. It doesn't mean that you've got to ignore the Europe. Europe is and will still remain an important market with a much higher per capita income than Asia. So you have the numbers, you have the income. And I hope the income in the American continent will be over even more, so they could afford then to come down to Asia. The millennials, they are changing tourism. When we started tourism within 65 or again in 77, we looked at the properties, prestigious properties that will look after the tourists. If you have the properties in, the rest would look after themselves, as we said. It's not the case. Well over 50% are today staying outside these properties, outside formal accommodation. Just not an average low-income tourist. Many of the millennials prefer to stay there. But they go out and they spend. It is that economic restructuring, the stabilization of the macroeconomy which has given us the strength to go ahead. We know we can utilize that infrastructure. Infrastructure without economic development is a simple word, a dead loss. You have roads going nowhere, you have harbors without ships, and you have airports without planes. Then that's what we inherited. We've turned this around. Economy is sufficiently stable today. We are able to build houses. We helped to build over 200,000 houses, give pay increases. Public and private sector has created nearly 400,000 income opportunities. Somehow we are driving the economy forward. And this means we are also in a position to repay our debt on the infrastructure.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. Addressing the media in Colombo, UPF MP Bandala Gunawardena stated that Consumer Affairs Authority is the one and only body in the country that has the authority to establish price ceilings for any type of consumer goods. MP Gunawardena also requested the President and the relevant government authorities to intervene and provide relief to the general public.
සහල් සහ පොල් කියන භාණ්ඩ වර්ග දෙවගේම මිල ඉතිහාසයේ ප්‍රථම වතාවට රුපියල් 100 හෝ ඊට වඩා වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. පොල් අලෙවි මණ්ඩලයට පොල් වලට උපරිම මිලන් නියම කරන්න නීත්‍යානුකූල අයිතියක් බලයක් නැහැ. ඒ සඳහා බලය තියෙන්නේ පාරිභෝගික කටයුතු පිළිබඳ අධිකාරියට පාරිභෝගික ආරක්ෂණ පනතේ විධිවිධාන වලට අනුව තමයි උපරිම මිලන් නියම කළ හැක්කේ. පොල් වගේ ද්‍රව්‍යයකට උපරිම මිලන් නියම කළ නොහැක්කේ එය සම්මත එකම ප්‍රමිතියක් නැහැ පොල් ගෙඩියක. උපරිම මිලන් නියම කරනවා නම් ඒ කළ යුත්තේ පාරිභෝගික ආරක්ෂණ පනතේ විධිවිධාන වලට අනුව වෙළඳ විෂය බාර අමාත්‍යවරයා විසින් රජයේ ගැසට් පත්‍රයේ ගැසට් නිවේදනයක් පළ කරලා රජයේ ඇමතිවරුන්ට මේ ආණ්ඩුව කළමනාකරණය කරගන්න බැරි බව ඊටම පැහැදිලිව ඔප්පු වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා ජනාධිපතිතුමාගේ ප්‍රධානත්වයෙන් වෙළඳ අමාත්‍යාංශය, මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශය, කෘෂිකර්ම අමාත්‍යාංශය, වැවිලි කර්මාන්ත අමාත්‍යාංශය යනාදී අමාත්‍යාංශ එක්ක ඒකාබද්ධ වැඩපිළිවෙලක් සකස් කරලා ජනතාවට සහනයක් ලබා දීම සඳහා මැදිහත් වෙන්න කියලා අපි කියා සිටිනවා.
The National Family Planning Day 2017, organized by the Ministry of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine, was held in Colombo last evening. Health Minister Dr. Raja Senaratne was the chief guest at the event. The theme for this year was Planning for a Little Cherished Baby. The goal of the National Family Planning Program is to enable all couples to have a desired number of children subject to optimal timing and spacing. According to the Demographic and Health Survey of Sri Lanka conducted in 2016, 5% of the currently married women between 45 years to 49 years were childless. 10% of currently married women between 15 years to 49 years were childless.
අද දියුණු නවීන තාක්ෂණයේ සමග ඉතා ඉහළ මට්ටමේ ප්‍රතිකාර සේවාවන් තිබෙනවා. නමුත් බොහෝ විට එම සේවාවන් සැපෙන්නේ අපේ රටේ පෞද්ගලික අංශය මගින්. එම සේවාවන් ලබාගත හැකි ධනවත් ඉතා කුඩා ඉතා අඩු ප්‍රතිශතයකට පමණයි. එම නිසා අපේ රජය සෑම විටම පොදුවේ සමාන මට්ටමකට මදසරුභාවය සඳහා ප්‍රතිකාර ලබා ගැනීම සුදුසු වාතාවරණයක් සැලසීමට වැඩපිළිවෙලක් යෝජනා වෙමින් පවතිනවා. මේ පටන් ගන්නේ මූලික අඩිතාලම. අවශ්‍ය මූලික මට්ටමේ පරීක්ෂණ, විශේෂ පරීක්ෂණ සහ ප්‍රතිකාර සුදුසු පරිදි ලංකාවේ සෑම දිස්ත්‍රික්කයකම ලබා ගැනීමට හැකිවන පරිදි වැඩපිළිවෙල දියත් කිරීම අපේ අරමුණ. ඉතා දියුණු ප්‍රතිකාර ක්‍රම වන නලදරු උපත් ලංකාවේ ඉදිරියේදී රාජ්‍ය අංශයෙන් ලබා දීමට වැඩපිළිවෙළ සකස් කිරීම අපේ ආරම්භයයි. මෙතෙක් සෞඛ්‍ය සේවාවේ සෞඛ්‍ය සේවය සඳහා වියදම් කරපු සියලුම වියදම් අපි අද නිදහස් සෞඛ්‍ය සේවයට බාර දීලා තියෙනවා. අද පිළිකා ඖෂධ මුළු ජීවිත කාලෙම ලබා දෙනවා. එදා තිබුණේ ලක්ෂ 15ක් විතරයි පිළිකා ඖෂධ සඳහා.
Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 7.54 points to close at 6,419.61, and the S&P SL 20 index gained by 5.71 points to close at 3,685.41. The turnover was 532.3 million rupees and 25.9 million shares were traded. Up next is Forex Trades. With that, we wrap up State of Business for the day. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time with more latest news. Until then, take care. Good night.